welcome back for Terrific Terry Tuesday. After a Terrific Terry Monday, I think I'll pick fours, and your best bet. So hopefully we can keep that alive today. A lot of opportunities to do it too with 11 races. So it should be a lot of fun on a day where there's only 3 tracks running. So I think they probably have a third of all the races, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Yesterday was a great day for me. It was a hat trick on the pick fours, and then if you bet what I suggested, you would have made a profit of $789.95.
Nice day. So Turf Paradise makes for another nice day. Free picks over there at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. Probably helps if I logged in. I guess I am logged in. I didn't think I was. So there you go. Free picks over at Turf Paradise. Make sure you take advantage of that. When the show is over at horseracingtoday.net, we'll recap our picks. You'll see it right there. You'll click on that. You'll see right here a link to today's Smart Sheets, as well as the explanation. If you like what we do, hit that tip jar up. We would greatly appreciate that. You can hit the HRT gear button right here. Come on over to the shop. Get yourself a lucky number 13 hat. You can do that for 30% off. We greatly appreciate it. We also greatly appreciate commentary. So good morning, Don Johnson. How are you today? We appreciate it. And then we also say hello to our good friend, Private Ross, and his cryptic coats to get the day cracking in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. I think the track is listed as fast, but the weather forecast says rain is for sure coming, so track conditions could change. 6.5 furlongs in the opening affair, Terry. You're looking at the type of horse that usually takes home the trophy, having early speed. 41% of them win wire to wire. The inside 3 horses are the best positions to hold. So do we find in the opener, according to Z-Zone, any inside speed?
No, take a look there, and you can see that it's between the 6.
Oh, I got the wrong horses on
I
there.
thought you might have it. Yeah.
Race 1. There we go.
Yes, it's the outside horses, the 8 and the 9. They're going to try to go for the lead.
Yeah, they are both pressure type horses. The 2 horses, the one that most likely would want to lead. Over here, you got a bunch of closers. The 1 horse can run any style, Terry, and that any style, running style, gives it the best chance to get a race today that matches its best performances.
Yeah, it has a really nice 77% C-zone, so it's going to work out good for it.
Who has a really nice jockey-trainer combo?
The 10. The 10 has the best jockey and trainer.
So you got the 2 dropping in class. You got the 9 and 10 dropping in class. The 9 was the class horse last race out. 7-point speed figure edge over everybody else. The 10 and the 8 tie as our simulation favorites, although the 7 is in that mix as well. 7 also has about a 1.5 length late speed edge. 5 points equals 1 length. It's a top total pace. All these outside horses, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10, were really in the middle in this field, Terry. What you got to get us going?
I like the 10 Young Squire, trained by a high percentage winning trainer and ridden by a successful jockey. Has the top speed at today's distance on the dirt with a strong win rate when dropping off a claim. Amazing Woo, the 9, finished 3rd versus Tougher in the last race, has the highest speed figure. Strong jockey and trainer stats. Jules in the Bay, 4, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey. Catlin, the 1, finished 3rd versus similar in the last race. Rail Post winning 23% clip. My long shot. No bets for me here.
For me, in the opening act today, I have the 9 horse. Amazing Woo, Ronnie Woo. If you're from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. Top last race speed figure, 7 points better than everybody else. Better early pace, better fractions. Dropping in class in the second start after a layoff. The 10 horse, Young Squire, Jamie Ness, Hazelwood. I think they won everything yesterday. Maybe they'll do it again today. Then Nicole's King, the 2 horse, the March 16th work of 47 and 4 seconds for 4 furlongs. Because this one's ready to run. And then finally the 7 horse, a value horse with the biggest in-race edge of that 7-point late speed. And it's also a yes horse. Those value yes horses, I love them. And that's why I did a trifecta box 2, 7, 9, and 10 in the opening leg. How close are we to them running that first race?
It's 0 minutes to post.
Yeah, that doesn't mean too much though, right?
No, well, I don't know. Parx is usually pretty efficient, but
yeah, it looks like they're all about lined up in there. So real quick, race number 2. I know there's no chance to make daily doubles, but If you're quick on the draw, there you go. You can get them cracking in there. Race number 1 about to get set. The 10 horse is your morning line favorite. Then you have the 9 horse right behind that. Then the 2. And then, I don't know, because they zoomed out.
Looks like Barry Knight likes the 6, G-Bert.
Very good to see you again. Been a bit. How you been? G-Bert, 15-1 morning line, 42-1 right now. Let's take it home for Barry with the 42-1 shot. Now they're all in. And they're just about all out. They haven't pressed the button. It's sunny there now. So I don't know if the rain's coming, but I know it's in the forecast. You can see the wind blowing in the background. Well, I don't know who that is on the outside. Somebody got off to a really bad start. A couple horses did. Looks like I don't know. I can't tell. Looks like the 9 horse is on the lead, maybe, or the 5. I can't really tell. Somebody jumped out. The 9 horse jumped out to the lead by itself. The 1 horse at 25-1, Catalan, has decided to get into the mix. The 2 horse is running in the shotgun spot, opening half and a little more than 20, opening quarter, a little more than 22.5 seconds. The 9 horse right now is pulling away from the pack. The 2 horse looks like it's going to rally up into the second spot, bypassing the 1 horse. You got the 7, the 6-5, 10 horse, the favorite. He's going to go 3 wide as the 9 horse continues to set the tone. The gray, the 2 horses pulling up alongside. Yeah, that one's going to go right on by. So right now it looks like 2, 9. And then maybe the 10 horse is going to run by the 9 here in a minute. We'll see. He's trying to straighten out that 9 horse. Hasn't done so yet. He's running crooked as he's getting tired. So it's going to go, I think, 2, 10, 9. 2, 10, 9, and 1. 2, 10, 9, and 1. I don't know what that's going to pay. Probably not my $12 back because the 2 horse got bet down pretty hard. The 10 was your favorite, and then the 9 horse was your 3rd favorite. Wasn't expecting the 2 horse to get hit that hard, Mr. Terry.
No, me neither. You keep freezing again, so.
What are you going to do?
Ross said you're not freezing on his end, but you're freezing on mine.
Giebert, first race. Not frozen on my end. Yeah, but I'm frozen on Don Johnson's edge too, so I must be freezing. I don't know why. I haven't quite figured it out, but such is life with technology. Well, hopefully I get that corrected. Race 2, 6 furlongs. Not frozen there either. All right, well, maybe it's a your guys thing. I don't know. Race 2, 6 furlongs. I don't have an answer. First time in my life.
Kind of odd. You're freezing on mine and you're freezing on Don, but nobody else's, I guess.
And I can't explain.
See,
6 furlongs, early speed. Half of the horses go wire to wire. Terry inside, better than outside. So according to our smart sheets, you do have an inside horse that has some giddy up and go.
Yeah, and because that one was scratched, it makes it even more inside. It's a 3 at 47.6%.
Yes, indeed. But the 3 also a part of the early speed with the 6. The 8 wants to be in the pressure position. The 4 wants to close. This trio back here has not been within 5 lengths of the leader in any of its recent races. That can really give the 3 an edge, Terry, because it's the only one that has a 50% chance to get above par.
Yeah, it's at 57.3%, which is above that 50% threshold we like to see.
Yeah, I meant C-zone, not par, because the par speed figures over here are pretty poor. Look at these 3. You got a lot of horses that showed a lot of improvement last time out. The 4, better early pace, better fractions, drops. The 7 and the 8, better 5 ways, better early pace, better fractions, both dropping in class. But none of them, Terry, have the connections class.
Nope, the 3 has the best jockey and trainer combination, in my opinion.
Yeah, out on the lead, good jockey trainer combination. The 8 horse, Fastidious, was the fastidiouses of them all. 6-point speed figure edge over the rest. The 7 is your simulation favorite. The 4, a big race advantage of about a length and a half on the late speed, is your top total pace horse in race number 2. Terry, a lot of ways that you can take this one too. Which way did you take race 2?
Well, I like the 4, Sergeant Sonata. Finished third versus Tougher in the last race. Drops in class today. Good workout on March 20th. Then I like Compa, the 3, highest speed figure at today's distance. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. And then the 8 is my third choice. Finished third versus Tougher in the last race. Drops in class today. Sitting chilly. The 6 is my long shot. Has a high percentage winning trainer and can go the distance. I'm going to play the very first Miami Vice. Don Johnson pick 4, 3, 4, 8 with 1, 2, 6 with 4, 6, 8 with 1, 6, 9, $40.50 ticket.
Rapid fire from Terry today. Love it. I have the 3-horse Compa. Yes horse on the lead all by myself with the only C-zone over 50%. Then the 8-horse Fastidious, top last race speed figure, was 6 points better. 5 ways better, drops in class, improving in the second start after a layoff. Number 7, Airman Trevor, simulation favorite. Also 5 ways better last out and also dropping in class. And then finale, the 4-horse with that biggest in-race edge of a late speed, 1.5 lengths, 3, 4, 7, 8, 1, 4, 6, 4, 7, 8, 10, and then the 1 and the Nueve to close out my pick 4, $48. $5 exact the key box 3 with the 4, the 7, and the 8 in race number 2. Let's see. I'm frozen this. I'm frozen all over the place, huh? Rich's voice not frozen, but his picture is. Probably, hopefully, at least get him frozen on the good profile side, right? All right. You know, I talked to a guy one time who was a professional photographer, and he says everybody has one side of their face that's better looking than the other side. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I just thought, hey, perfection is perfection both ways, right?
That's right.
All right. Race number 3. Next on our big day of racing, a $170 on the main track there. You're looking at early speed. Jerome Bettis going wire to wire, 36%. I don't think Jerome Bettis won very many races wire to wire. Big time rail bonus for Chelonian. 2 and 3 get a discount. 4 and out, they play fair, Terry. So if that rail horse, Chelonian, has a lot of speed in race number 3, he could be tough to catch, but it ain't him.
Nope, it's an outside horse. Well, kind of in the middle of the pack. The 7, it's around 41% number there.
Yeah, Amity Road. You know what? That's a left arrow horse too. He's a closer that should be out on the lead. That's a little bit dangerous on the dance floor at times. Really, no pure pace setter in here. Although the 1 can go both ways, can pilot or co-pilot. As far as horses that are going to get a good jockey-trainer combination, again, we see one horse dominating that screen.
Yeah, Mel, with you, the 2's got the best jockey and trainer combination.
You got the 4-horse Nixon's Joy, best sugar daddy ever, otherwise known as Hollywood Hay. That one is a drop classer in there. 6 horses are simulation favorite, although the sim speed number goes to the 4. The 4, probably the biggest in-race edge on the day, 18 points in late speed. That's almost 4 lengths. Early late speed advantage. The 6 and the 4 again, top. Our top total pace, Terry. So is it going to be the 6? Is it going to be the 4? Or do you have other thoughts in race number 3?
Well, I like the 6, best sugar daddy ever. Placed 5 out of the last 6 races with 1 win and recent third. Has a top speed at today's distance. Fastest start speed is fat among the entrants. Melt with you, the 2 has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey and likes a distance. I like the 1 as my third choice. Rail Post winning 24% clip, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey. And then Amity Road, the 7, my long shot, finished third. The last race has a high percentage winning trainer. No bets for me here.
All right, well, I'm going to go with the 4-horse. As I mentioned, that's the biggest in-race advantage of the day with that 18-point late speed edge. That's a lot. And it's also the top C-zone. So not only is he going to have the chance to close on everybody, but he should be really in the right spot to do it in this field. Best sugar daddy ever. Kendrick Caramouche coming in to ride this one. If he can run back to his Christmas Eve race on December 24th, Kendrick could leave with a winning check. Number 1, Chilonian coming in from Aqueduct. Normally a track dropper, but he has run at Parx 12 times before. 5 of those ending up in the winner's circle. Last time out, this guy was faster by about 3 seconds. Look out for him. And then Melt With You. Jamie Ness. Michael Sanchez in the third stub after a layoff. That's usually a hot angle. Also a nice maintenance workout to keep the Stephen Covey saw sharp. $5 exact the key box for Mr. Terry over the 1, the 2, and the 6 in race number 3. Race number 4 is the second of our 4 pick 4s on the day. 1 mile and a 16th. Not many of them at that distance. Well, the ones that they have run, though, Stalkers have done well. 1 out of 5 wins on the lead. Outside horses do better than inside horses. Do we have any Buffalo girls on the outside with some speed, Terry?
Nope. The one that we have is in the middle of the pack there. That's 7. And it's got above the 50% threshold. So,
yeah, Smooth Motion will be smooth in motion. Lone E type over here, Terry. Everybody else middle back, those Lone E's. Look out for him. Everybody wants him. He's got an 8-point early speed advantage, shows normal gait out of the gate, puts him in contention, and he's got a pretty solid chance to like being out on the front all by himself.
Yeah, well, he's got a good C-zone. He's got, what is that, 61% plus. But Nine has a little better. He's in the close to the 90 or in the 90% C-zone area.
Yeah, that's pretty strong stuff right there, I would say, for sure. As far as your jockeys and trainers, Terry, anything catch your eye there?
Yeah, the 1 has the best jockey. 3 has actually the best trainer, but I think the 1 has the best trainer-jockey combination.
Yeah, you look at this, everybody here, Terry, has a chance to hit par, has hit par in this race. That would be a 78. Those horses that are maybe 4s have come within 4 points. Got one major improver over here. That is that 7 horse. Better early pace, better fractions, dropping in class. The 10 horse. 7-point speed figure edge. The 4 is your simulation favorite. The 8, when we do our Monte Carlo simulations for 1,000 races, it had the best average speed figure. The 5 horse will be coming hard at the end. An all race, Terry. We can't bet them all, but we can bet some of them. And which ones did you bet?
I like the 8 Riley's Rockstar. Likes Parx Racing, finished in the money in 60% of the races, winning 13% of the starts, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then Roxton, the 6, won the last race, can handle the distance, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Colville, the 4, is my third choice, finished in the money in 6 out of 8 starts, winning 1 race, drops in class today. Equipped, the 1, is my long shot, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey, can go the distance. I'd play the 2nd Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4, 1468 with the 1269 with the 14 with a 367, $48 ticket.
All right, I'm going to go with the 4 horse in here, Colville. We'll put that one at the top of my picks. The reason I'm going to do that is because, as I scroll back to that page, simulation favorite, super consistent, better early pace, better fractions. This guy is dropping in class. Number 10, Watch Hill, top last race speed figure, 7 points better than everybody else, better across the board, and dropping in class. Like that too. Number 8, Riley's Rockstar is the top par plus horse in this race, simulation speed number. And this horse trainer hitting off the claim at 24%. And then actually dropping it in here as well. Number 7, Smooth Motion. Good chance to be out on the lead with the 2nd best C-zone. Better 5 ways. Going to drop in class. Very wide open race. So I went 4, 7, 8, 10 over the 1 and the 9 in the next race. 1, 4, 6, and then 1, 3, 6, and 7. That is a $48 pick 4. Man, a lot of races today. We're working overtime, Terry. We're in race 5 now. Is that right?
What's that?
We're in race 5. Yeah, yep. I feel like we were already in race number 11. Race number 5 at 6 furlongs does favor that inside 3 speed that we talked about. So in the 5th race, do we have any inside 3 speed, Terry?
Well, we do with the 1, but that 9 has a little bit better speed on the outside there. So it just depends.
And the speed of the speed. Look at all these horses packed up in the front. We got a trio of horses that want to come from off the back, Terry. But it does look like the 2 speed horses are going to be the most comfortable and get trips that look like their best performances.
Yeah, neither of them are above 50%, but that 9 gets close to it, and 1 is in the 33% bracket. So
yeah, so of these horses back here, it looks like the 2 in the shotgun spot going to get the best trip in here. As far as our trainer jockey combinations are concerned, Terry, what are your observations?
well, the 6 has the best jockey. The 9 has the best trainer, but I think the 6 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, 6 also a pretty big value in there, Terry. 5-2 on our sim odds versus 12-1. It's a yes horse too. You got to like that, but it's not one of the class droppers. That's the 2, the 5, and the 9. 5 ran a 3-point speed figure edge over everybody else. The 1 is your simulation favorite, and here we see on our sim speed a 6-point edge. So 1 could be pretty tough to beat in here. Devola also grading out as our top total pace horse. So is it total pace? Is it speed figure, Terry, in race number 5?
Yeah, I like Devola, the 1. Finished second in the last race as a favorite, but the high percentage wins 30% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back. Rail Post winning 23% clip. Run that my card. The 6 has a high percentage winning trainer and switches to high percentage winning jockey. Drake Drive, the 9 drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then Tiz the Coats, the 2 drops in class today and has a jockey with high win rates. No bets for me in this race.
I love it. Wolverhampton picks second race, baby. Let us have it. The English stuff. Tom and I will probably be heading either to England or to Australia for our Foreign Friday show. Hopefully, you all tuned in for the Dubai Cup stuff. There was some really good Dubai World Cup. Yeah, some really good stuff that we had in that. Hopefully, we have some really good stuff. And I got some good news for you, Layman. Eventually, we're going to have these smart sheets available for European horses. We're either going to start. We'll start in England in all likelihood when we finally get to that. First, we got to finish up what we're doing here in the United States. Devola is going to be the winner, Terry. Big simulation favorite, 6-point speed figure edge, top total pace. But we've seen too many of these horses finish in second place. Number 9, Drake Drive. Speed of the speed, better early pace, better fractions, drops with the top C zone. Number 5, What It Is, top last race speed figure, 3 points clear of the next closest horse. Also a class dropper. Then the 6, Run My Card. It's a yes value horse that 12-1 down to 5-2. I'm going to do a $5 exact key box. I have no idea how much money I spent today. I couldn't keep track. I have the 1 over the 5, 6, and 9. Somehow I think I'm like $7-8 under 100, Terry. I know you did the math already.
Yeah, well, you were until you put an extra that 2. You put that extra box there. That puts you above.
So I went above?
Yeah.
You're pretty good with Hong Kong. 20-cent trifectas. Yes, indeed, you are. Limerick race 5. 10, 12, 8. Is that the whole field? Or 10, 12, 8, 9, 7, 4, 3 in that order. All right, good. I'm going to go which race did I do that in? I can just delete one at the back end, I suppose.
Well, you did. You added in the 2 an exacta box. So,
you mean later on?
Yeah, you have the exacta box in the 2 and in the third and then the 5th. So that's $90, and then you have trifectas in the 1st, the 7th, and the 11th.
All right, so one of them I'll pop out of there. I know I have something at the back end. How much did I go over by?
Well, let's see. You were under by, I think, $8. Now you're over by 22.
All right, so I got to take out an exact key box down the right somewhere. All right, I'll do that. Race number 6, as this is the linchpin race of the day. Are we closing in on race number 2 yet or not?
What's that?
Yeah. We got plenty of time. All right, race number 6.
Yeah.
Another 6 furlongs. Another race where if you have inside 3 speed, you might have an advantage. Our smart sheets tell us we have one of those, Terry.
We do. The 1 has lots of speed in here, and so it should get out there if it has no problems. Go to the front, maybe go all the way.
He should go all the way, Terry, because he's the lone E versus a bunch of closers in there, Terry. And he's a lone E, and guess what? He's not going to be all that lonely out there, though.
No, he likes this. He's got a very good C zone at 86.9%, so he should really do well in the as far as being comfortable.
Yeah, but he's not. Maybe he might get a little bit of a tough trip over there. Could be a cougar. It sure looks like Snappy Ride might indeed get a
Yeah,
Snappy Ride.
That's right. He's got the best jockey and trainer combination. So
yeah, indeed, you see that over there too. The 1 and the 6 are the only horses that have hit par, although the 4 and the 5 have come close. Mildoon, that one's a little bit of an overlay there too, Terry. 6-5 to 9-2, 4-point last race speed figure. Tops our sim odds. Another one of these horses when we did our speed sim figures, way above everybody else. So it's either the 4 or the 1. Does the 4 chase down the 1, Terry, or not in race number? Hold on. We got to do something right here. Yes. Good morning, Lauren. 25 handicappers at Parx. Lauren _Shap over there. Pocono Downs. There you go. You got to love that. Pocono Downs, a little bit of harness racing, Terry. Don't you always just take the rail horse in the harness racing? Isn't that how it's supposed to go?
I don't know.
Saratoga harness. I love it. Layman just coming from England and harness racing. You have any picks around the world and something? Let me dog racing, highlight. I love it. Bring more. I appreciate it. All right. Before we go on to Terry's best bet of the day, we have to do what we always do, Mr. Terry, and that is give you a little bit of anticipation in the drum roll, please. And then voila, what you got?
Okay, well, I like the 1. Could be a cougar. Won 3 out of the last 5 starts, so loves to win. Rail Post winning at a 23% clip, strong trainer stats. And then Mildoon to 4. Ran second in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Snappy Ride the 6 has a high percentage winning trainer and switches to high percentage winning jockey. Jump a Fox. Likes Parx Racing. Has been in the money 65% of the time, winning 19% of the starts. Finishing in the money at today's distance, 43% of the time, winning 18% of the starts. And he's my long shot, the 5. And then I'm going to play the 3rd pick 4 Miami Vice, 1, 4, 3, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 2, 3, 5, 6, $48 ticket. I'm going to play 20 to win on the 1, a $10 exacta box 1, 4, a $10 exacta 1 with the 4, 5, 6, and then a $1 exacta. I mean a $5 exacta box 1, 4, 6.
He's not a troll, Private Ross. He's giving us some picks, man. Hopefully they hit. All right. I mean, everybody's got their own way of analyzing horse racing. That's the great thing about horse racing is that everybody, I mean, part of the process and part of the fun is going through the puzzle and trying to solve it. Right, Terry?
That's right.
That's why I love it. The 1 horse could be a cougar. I can use me a cougar, Terry. At my age, what would a cougar be? Like 100? Anyway, the 1 horse could be fast, 11-point early pace setter, standout C zone as your lone E. Number 4, Mildoon, 4-point speed figure edge in the last race. It's got that big sim speed figure edge as well. Top total pace, 3rd start after layoff. If he's sitting right behind the 1, could upset. Number 6, Snappy Ride. Jamie Ness, Michael Sanchez, 3rd start after a layoff, 1st start after a claim, although real no value in that unless Jamie drops the horse. Wins at the same rate he normally does. And then Mended We Stand was a tough call for me over the Cinco. But according to our smart sheets, we get more value. And he has the potential to be the longest shot in a 5-horse race. And we've learned anything over the course of our show is never ignore the longest shot in a 5-horse race, right? Private Ross, we've learned that one, right? Up against the crypto code 4 Mildoon. I think the 1 and the 4 are probably the 2 that are going to win. 1, 6, 7, 5, 6, 8, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Let me just make sure I got those back 4 right. So race 6, 1, 4, then 1, 6, 7, then 5, 6, and 8, and then 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Right, perfect. $45 for me. They're starting to load up for race number 2, Terry. So before they load up for race number 2, tomorrow we will do Tampa Bay Downs, and then on Thursday we're going to do Gulfstream Park. uncertain in what we're going to do for 4 and Friday, but we'll do something. And there's something you can do right now to make sure you don't miss the rest of this week or all next week or whatever else we bring to the table.
Yeah, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell so it notifies you about all of the good programs like 4 and Fridays coming up. They're about 30 minutes before they start. Go ahead and copy the link below and share it with everybody you know so they can come and take a look at us also. And then go into our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And keep the comments and picks coming as we like to see them. They help us out a lot.
Yes, indeed, they do. So let's see if we can find something of note in race number 2. In race number 2, right now, we're looking at the 4-horse. Sergeant Sinatra is your favorite in race number 2. Right now, that guy is 2-1. No value in that. We have a 3-1. The 7-horse, 6-1, Airman Trevor. There you go. So you got some value in the 7. The 3-horse, 2-1, no value in the 3-horse. Compa, co-favorite at the moment. The 6, 10-1, no, nothing there. The 2, 14-1, maybe. So 7 and 2. The worst hand in poker. Perhaps the worst hand in race number 2 is they might actually get out of the gates a little early in this race, Terry.
Yeah.
We shall see. According to our smart sheets, the 3-horse should be able to get out to the lead here, although he's going to have a little bit of company, but most of it's to its outside. So the 3-horse, Compa, should be the one that gets to the front, has the top jockey trainer combination in the field. Let's see if indeed that works out, or if that 4-horse with all that late speed gets out to the winning spot. 4-horse got off to a little bit of a funky start. The 3-horse, in between horses, he broke sharply, but not necessarily on the lead. He's going to have to work his way up there. He's finally taken control of the race. So Compa is your pace setter, as we thought it might be. Right behind it's the 6-horse. We thought it would be in the mix. It is. The one that's running out of order at the moment is the 2. So the 3, almost 23 seconds, 22 and 4/5, somewhere around there. He's got bet down to 4-5. I just love that, Terry, right? 2-1 into the gate, 4-5 when the gate closes. This is my favorite thing in the world. I like the way they do that in New York where you can't even mess with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the 3-horse right now, he is trucking, and it looks like at the moment he's going to be your winner, as I don't really see anybody making up any ground, although the 6-horse is doing fairly well. He might finish second. You might catch him. I don't think he's going to. But so the 3-horse is going to go wire to wire. Screwed up my exacta box. Should have just put the 3 Compa with all that. You know, this is one of the things I've seen over and over and over and over and over. And I don't know how many times we have to see this over and over and over, Terry.
Yeah.
But we got that first call, big advantage over everybody else. And that C-zone saying he's going to have no problem out there. Was a yes horse, so you know he can hit par. You got the best jockey trainer combination. And damn it, he should have went off at 6-1 instead of 4-5.
That's right.
I don't like that. All right, see what else we got cooking over here. We don't know his cryptic codes, my friend. So he'll have to tell us about that, Lauren. All right, I'm going to put up some comments now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yesterday's Terry's best bet, Tricolor, too, was saddled by a 400-pound man. 3 ago. Well, he ain't riding the horses on the backside. Like 3 here in race number 2, Lulu Mahula. You got that right, baby. Got to the front, and he never gave it up. That happens a lot at Parx. All right, now we're going to do race number 7.
That's right.
7th spot, 6.5 furlongs claiming $10,000. Again, this is a case where speed tends to do very well. Inside speed tends to do better than outside speed. So let's see if in race number 7 we can deliver any inside speed.
You sure can. That Wellholz horse has got the best speed numbers there. If he gets a good break, should go to the quarter pole first.
And what do we see about that one horse again, Terry?
He's got a really high C-zone. He's got the highest C-zone, followed up by the 3, both inside horses.
Yes, and the 3 is any horse. So he can run any style it likes. Everybody else is kind of middle back, so that early speed could have an advantage there. Look out for Nancy Made My Day, the only class dropper in the field, Terry. Looks like there's not only a horse to consider for those of you who like jockeys and trainers.
Yeah, well, the 6 has the best jockey, although the 8 has a really good jockey too, and the 6 and 8 have really good trainers, but I would say the 6 is a little bit better as far as trainer-jockey combination.
Yes, backside Buzz. Buzzed the field last time out, 3-point speed figure edge. It is our simulation favorite. Pretty strong sim speed number as well as the top total pace. So the question is, Terry, can that one outrun all of them? Or the 6, does it live up to what it looks like to be the class horse in the race, in race number 7?
Well, I like the 3, Diamond Heights. Won last race, Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then I like Backside Buzz, the 6. Won the last race at Parx Racing as well. Highest speed figure at today's distance, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Macaw, the 7, won 6 races out of the last 8 starts. A winning machine. So drops trainer, strong trainer and jockey stats. And then the 2 is my long shot, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, can go the distance. No bets here for me.
McCall, the 7 horse. In race number 7, I love when my top pick in the race number lines up. That's a cryptic code for me, for sure. But he won 2 out of 3 races at Parx. Something clearly went wrong in the one that he didn't, because he went to the sidelines, spent a little time there, and he's back. And so his horse is done well after coming over from the Naira circuit. Number 6, Backside Buzz is. I really wanted to thinking about putting that horse at the top of this pick, at the top here, Terry, but I just didn't do it. Simulation favorite, top last race speed figure, top total pace, sim speed number, 3rd start after a layoff. Probably going to build on all of that. Nancy Made My Day out on the front with the top C zone and is your only class dropper. And then the 3, Diamond Heist, in the money, 6 out of 7 races at Parx. Out front with the 1, but at the distance, he's run 4 times and only has a 2nd in that mix. Missed the board in the other 3. Maybe not the right distance for this guy. Maybe it's just a hair too long. I would upgrade this horse if the weather forecast, if the meteorologist proves to be right for once, and it is right. Watch for a shot in what? Oh, your horse, you mean? The 2 horse in race number 7.
Yep.
Terry's got him in his picks. I don't. So you know what that means, right, Terry?
That's right. That means it's going to win.
Yes, it means you single that bad boy. You don't even think about anything else. Just put that one at the top of your picks, and you can call it a day. 6.5 furlongs. Again, inside 3 speed, Terry. That's pretty commonplace at Parx. So we don't find it on the inside, but we find another burner.
Yeah, that's right. The 7 has the most speed, followed up by that 5. So they're kind of in the middle of the pack.
Yes, another one of those races where just about anybody can win. All of them have either hit par or come within a length of hitting that 86 speed figure that we see over here. It's the average winning speed figure for the conditions. So with all of them in there, Terry, if we take a look at this, you've got a pretty balanced race in here. Maybe the 2 and 4 because they have a little bit of flexibility, or maybe the 6 horse because it's the lone EP type. It looks like a lot of horses are going to be exactly where they want to be today.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that have nice C-zone numbers. There's actually all but one above the 50% threshold we like to see.
And at least in the group that we have, we only rank the top 6. Neudorf, my grandmother, God rest her soul. I think that is her maiden name, and she's the only class dropper, and she's the class of the connections.
That's right. It's got the best jockey and trainer. Should be a very good combination.
Should be well ridden today. The 6 horse, Baracho, is your simulation favorite. Also the top of our sim speed number list. Also over here at 5 points, so 1 length top total pace. Add early pace and late pace, and you get total pace. The 3 will be closing Fast Bob. Not necessarily fast at the start, but he'll be fast at the end. at the end, Terry, who will be the fastest to the finish line?
Well, I like the 6 Baracho. Runner up last as a favorite. Trainer wins 30% of the time when bringing big favorites back. Fastest start speed in today's field. Trainer trained and ridden by high percentage connections. Newdorf, the 5, likes Parx Racing, been the money 57% of the time, winning 27% of the starts at today's distance, 44% of the time in the money, 22% of the starts he wins. And then I like the 7, Curious Soul, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. And Liberty Star, the 4, my long shot, won the last race at Parx Racing. Highest speed figure at today's distance, strong trainer stats. I'm going to play the last Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 2, 3, 6 with 3, 6 with 3, 7, 9, 10, $48 ticket.
Baracho, pretty strong simulation favorite. Top speed number, top total pace. Ness and Hazelwood. Did I mention they won everything yesterday? Newdorf, it's your only class dropper. Better early pace. Trainer Michael Pino claims a horse and then drops him. He wins 1/3 of the time. Number 8, Magic in the Moonlight. It's a yes horse, offering some value at that 12-1 morning line. But according to our simulation odds, should be closer to 8-1. So you're getting a little bit of an overlay in there. If it runs back to its February 18th race, bye-bye to the 5 and the 6. Number 7, Curious Soul, pace setter, 3rd start up after a layoff. And another one of those horses where if the meteorologist is correct, you might want to upgrade this guy. 5, 6, it can't be 3, 3, 5, 6, unless I want the 3 twice, but I do believe that's the 2. 2, 3, 5, and 6. Indeed, a quick check on my notes, and that's true. 3, 6, 8 with the 1, the 6, the 7, and the 10, which takes us to race number 9. Normally at this point, I would be talking about the late daily double, but this is the late pick 3. 6 furlongs. I think this is one of the marquee races of the day. Allowance $50,000. So you're looking at $50,000 allowance races. Let's see what we got here. Race 7. You like the 7? Like number 7. All right.
I actually changed it to the race 8.
Oh, did he change it to race 8? Well, sorry. 7. I like the 7 too. So you'll be all right there. C-Zone, it's their secret. Barry Meadows has all the secrets. Seek Barry Meadows in his book. He's the master of horse racing, and it's called the Skeptical. What is it? The Skeptical Handicapper. He runs all kinds of numbers, and like for example, the top, the last 3 race speed figure increases is one of those that comes out of his book. I have them all bookmarked in there. I looked at all of them throughout the entire book where they won at 15% or more because he studied thousands and thousands and thousands of races because that provides alpha. 6 furlongs inside 3 speed, Terry. That is the refrain of the day. And on the inside, well, we don't find one inside, dead center.
Nope, that 5 is right in the middle of the pack, and it's got the best speed, followed up by an inside horse, a 2.
It's Cocktail Humor. Going to maybe hold him to the outside there with that early foot, make the 5 clear. So you look over here, Terry, you see a lot of horses want some speed. The 6 and the 7, they want to close. The 3 horse has a lot of versatility in here as the lone EP type Persian. But it looks like that front runner 5 might be the speed of the speed and happy to be out there.
Yeah, I really likes this race there. 64% C-Zone, which is really nicely above that 50%.
Ready for Trouble over here, your morning line favorite, 2-1. See here, he was 5 ways better. He's dropping in class. He's got some connection class, but a few others maybe are a higher choice.
Yeah, 2 has a little bit better jockey, and according to the data, the 7 has a good trainer, but I think that 7 has the best jockey-trainer combination.
Caitlin the Great. Yeah, she might prove to be one of the greatest. Last time out, Persian was the greatest, 3 points better than everybody else. 2 horse is a simulation favorite, slightly over the 5. A 7-point top total pace edge, so about 1.5 lengths for Cocktail Humor. Terry, we both think Cocktail Humor is the one to beat.
Yeah, I like her. She finished in the money in the last 9 starts, winning 4 of those and finishing second in the last race. Strong trainer and jockey stats, highest speed figure at today's distance. And then I like the 6, Ready for Trouble. Best start speed is faster than the average winning speed. Switches to high percentage winning trainer jockey. Number 3, Persian, won the last race at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And Bailout Billy, the 5, is my long shot, won 4 races out of the last 5 starts, has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me as I'm completely out of funds.
Number 1 best bet of the day. Good luck to everyone. Central to Success by Mary's Power Sheets. You say you met him out there, didn't you? Like at a donut shop or something like that, Private Ross? I like the 2 horse in here. Neither one of us has the best bet in here, so we might regret it. Cocktail Humor, for me, is the top pick because it's a simulation favorite. Has all of those smart sheets advantages. In the money, 6 out of 6 races at Parx, so you know he'll put in a solid effort. Bailout Billy out on the lead, the only C-zone above 50%. And this is a guy, when he comes off the bench, he fires, and he's fired big. Persian, top last race speed figure, a handful of points, better than all of the rest. Solid workouts, and resume says this horse will improve in round 2 off the sidelines. Then the 6, Ready for Trouble. Jamie Ness, Hazelwood again. Class and track dropper from the Naira circuit. Probably should be at the top of the picks with that combination. Now, Terry, we're going to get to the late daily double. And before we do that, we always like to pause for a moment just to remind everybody. Free picks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet today for Turf Paradise. Only 3 tracks running. We're doing one of the other ones. So, Mahoning Valley, there you go. Turf Paradise is free. In just a few minutes over at horseracingtoday.net. Right after the show ends, we'll post right here a recap of the show. You'll find in there our smart sheets, a link to the explanation, tip jar. If you like what we do, heck, if Terry has another $700 on you for his best bet today, you better head on over and hit that and show him some appreciation. Right there is our link to our merchandise shop. You can get yourself a number 13 for luck or number 1 for luck hat. 30% off right now. And then, of course, there'll be a race replay. In the description on YouTube, we will timestamp every race so you can come back and watch them individually. And you can see why Terry likes his best bet when indeed he likes it. All right, Terry, 2 races to go for you and I today. 7 furlongs. I think the last 2 of them are 7 furlongs. This is another one of those things where speed does do a great job. In fact, 43% of the time it wins. But you know what? In this case, the inside 3 is the best. But if you can be outside speed, you got a chance too in race number 10. And where do we find the speed today?
Well, it's the 3 horse, just one off of the rail and has plenty of speed compared to everybody else.
Yes, indeed. Divine Intention will divinely take the lead. He's a nice overlay there, too, as your simulation favorite, Terry. Another one of these fields where most of the horses are kind of middle forward-ish, but some balance in there. The 5 and the 8 as your lone in-between horses might have great trips, Terry, but it does look like that speed horse and the EP horse will get the best trips today.
Yeah, the 3's above that 50% threshold, and the 5 is just below the 50% threshold.
As far as the threshold of jockeys and trainers are concerned, again, it looks like you have one horse that stands above the rest.
Yeah, well, the 1 has the best jockey. The 5 has a little bit better trainer as far as the stats go, but the 1 has the best jockey-trainer combination.
It does indeed. The 8 horse, Divine Seeker. 7-point speed figure edge. The 3 horse, again, already pointed out, it's your simulation favorite. So you got the speedster and you got the closer. Those 2 top the list here, although the 1 sneaks in right here on our sim odds. Who do you think the odds favor to win and start off the late daily double?
Well, I like the 6, has finished in the money in 2 out of 2 career starts, winning the last race, strong trainer and jockey stats. Then Divine Intentions, the 3, finished the money in 4 out of 5 career starts, winning 2 of the races, has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. And then I like the 4, won the last race at Parx Racing, good 4 furlong workout on March 21st. Divine Seeker, the 8, won 2 races out of 4 career starts at Parx Racing, has the highest last race speed rating. That's it.
Present is a present. There you go. 6 horse. Chance for major improvement. Just his 3rd start of his career. Speed, first time Lasix. Horse that shows some flash, that gets that extra juice. Tends to have a little extra juice at the end of the race. Number 8, Divine Seeker, with that speed figure edge over the rest. Small improvement. The only other time the horse made a 2nd start after a layoff. Has a great workout between starts. Number 3, Divine Intentions, likely pace setter, top C-zone, top par plus. And the only other time this horse made a second start after layoff, it leapt forward. And then Want to Go Home. I might feel like that after this race, Terry. But either of the first two races this horse put on paper at Parx would work, but probably needs the lead, but probably won't get the lead. But if he does, could be the winner in my 50-cent trifecta box with the 1, the 3, the 6, and the 8. How much should I go over by?
I think $18, but I'm not sure. I'd have to really check it out.
Christopher D'Souza, the 8 horse. He likes Divine Seeker, yes, with that top last race speed figure. The 3, all right, I agree with you on that. The 5 horse, but 3 plus 5 equals 8. So hey, why not? Numerology comes into play a lot of times too. Race number 10, you like the 3-8 for a $10 exacta box. I like that. The final race for today is race number 11. We really worked our way hard through this card, Terry. Again, tomorrow we'll be back for Tampa Bay Downs. And then Thursday, Gulfstream Park. While you're here watching right now, to make sure you don't miss any of that, Terry, give them some good advice.
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, especially if you haven't already, and get everybody you know to do that too by copying the link at the bottom and sharing it with everybody you know. And then at the same time, when you subscribe, go ahead and hit that little bell. That's going to notify you about all the great programs coming up. You should take a look at Forum Fridays. They're really good programs. They're on Fridays, and it'll give you about 30-minute notice when it's going to start. Then go to our social sites at X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Skies at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like, and keep the comments coming in that, because we really love to see them.
Yeah, we really appreciate all the interactivity today. It supercharges our search engine score. So when people are looking for some horse racing content, they're more likely to find Terry and I. And those Google rankings and your rankings on YouTube, your rankings on Facebook, I mean, they're gold, Terry. 7 furlongs inside speed, particularly on the rail. That's gold too. Second and third posts speed there works out as well. In the grand finale today, though we don't see any speed in those positions. Oh, well, the 3 horses kind of in that mix.
Yeah, and they're all pretty close in their speed numbers. At least 2 of them are. So I think it's anybody's guess on who's going to get there first.
Yeah, it's a pretty balanced race in here too. You see, only the closers have 1 extra one in there. The 11 horse, the lone P type, the lone pressure horse, the lone co-pilot. That one, those Sesame Street horses could be pretty dangerous in there, Terry. It looks like only one of them, though, despite the fact that it's a pretty spread out race. It's got above a 50% chance to find a race that matches its best performances.
Yeah, that's at 2, and it's just barely above that 50% threshold that we like to see.
Yeah, it's a yes horse, but doesn't register in anything else across the board. And those horses always scare me. We have 1 class dropper, the 1 horse, pretty big, with Southern Dream. Why is everybody else kind of staying flat? Mr. Ramirez moving up in class there, Terry. This might be a case where the class connections is a good way to go.
Well, the 7 has the best jockey, 10 the best trainer, according to the data, but the 8 has the best combination of trainer and jockey.
Hey, buddy, yeah, that's a maybe horse with 332 to 1 odds. That's probably a little bit misrepresented, but hey, that's an opportunity. The 10 and the 6, they're pretty heavy favorites over here, although the 7 sneaks up in when we did our simulations. The 10 horse has the most late speed. It has a 5-point total pace edge over the rest of the field, so maybe Prairie Dunes, your simulation favorite with a 1 length early pace plus late pace edge, closes out this race, Terry, in this day as your winner.
Well, I like the 10 Prairie Dunes. Ran second versus similar in the last race. Best start speed is Fast Monk today. Started strong trainer and jockey stats. And then Blue Sky, Real Blues, the 7, finished third versus similar in the last race, which is the high percentage winning jockey. Real Talented, the 3, which is Rich, ran second versus similar in the last race. Early speed running style helps chances, has a high percentage winning trainer. And then the 9 is my long shot, likes Parx Racing, been the money 42% of the time, winning 17% of the starts, has a nice high percentage winning trainer and jockey. That's it for me today.
The 7, Real Blues. Real blues music. That's one of the things that we have here in Chicago. Some great music sometimes. You head down to Buddy Guy's Legends, that's a nice place. If you're ever in Chicago and you like, that kind of blues music, Buddy Guy's Legends. I don't know if it's still open or not, but if it is, you still want to go there. 3 consecutive speedy figure increases. We were talking about Barry Meadows. There you go, Barry Meadows. Last time out, showed better pace from the middle to the winner's flag. See a lot of times that connect to the next start. Number 10, Prairie Dune, simulation favorite, top total pace, 5 points better than everybody else, and perhaps a little bit of extra distance working to its benefit. Today, Starman Bob, yes horse, a value horse, better early pace, better fractions. He's an all or nothing type. 9 races out, he won 2 of them, and the other 7 he took the day off. Then Southern Dream, yes horse, the only class dropper on the hot rail. Why not? A 50-cent trifecta box, 1 over the 6, the 7, and the 10. We probably will talk about race number 3. So race number 1, Terry, I think, who won race number 1? The 2-horse one, right?
Yes.
Then the 3-horse. So
Yes.
that means the 4-horse, and then the 5-horse, and then the 6-horse, then the 7, and the 8. We're not getting. Maybe you win with the 10-horse down here. Finally, we won't have the top pick win any other race. So race number 3, $5 exact. I guess I got to get rid of one. So this is the one I'll probably get rid of.
Okay.
Not the one I want to get rid of, but if I had thought it through, I would have got rid of this one because, we already had the pick 4 there. But in any case, no bets in race number 3 for me anymore because Terry laid down the law. Then race number 4, we're looking at another one of those pick 4s. There you go. Race 5, an exacta key box. Well, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this one instead. So I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to leave the one I just had in there, Terry.
I just leave them both in.
That's okay.
Make a little exception for once.
Nah, I'll just leave this one in the hell with it. Everybody else with a bigger budget, go right ahead. We got to play by the rules. Race number 6, Terry's best bet of the day and could be a cougar, though I think he should have gone with best sugar daddy ever. Race number 7, the trifecta box. Race 8, another pick 4. Race number 9, nada. Race number 10, try box. Race number 11, try box. Hopefully we hit something of value in all of that stuff today. Thank you for your time today, Don Johnson. We appreciate it. Lauren_Shap at X for the aggregation of picks all across this great country. Make sure you follow Lauren so that you're updated when he does all of that hard work. Where's the best half code, third, one, what? Mini max, double max, mini max. But how do you determine mini max? 43% chance to win on the 1-horse in race number, what was that one? The lock of the day? Lauren, you told us race number what? Lock of the day is the 5th race, horse number 1. 43% chance to win. So let's go race number 5. Did he say, Terry, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The 1-horse, the Vola, says it's a 43% chance to win. Well, we have it a 30% chance to go par plus. One of the 2 horses in the race that actually showed some better early pace and better fractions along with the 9. All right, Terry, let's take a quick look at race number 3. They're about to go. So let's see if we can find any value in race number 3 real fast. Doesn't look like we're going to have time, but just in case. The 1-horse right now, Chelonian. No status there. The 2-horse, no. The 4-horse, there you go. 17-1 with all that late speed, Terry. Maybe I should have left that one in as my exacta box at 17-1.
You should have.
Yeah, well. Kind of late for that now. The 6-horse, 3-1 versus the Sim Fave status. And just put the 4 and 6 together in a $1 exacta box, folks, because that's going to cost you $2. And if the 4 wins and the 6 comes home second, you'll get 76. And if the 6 wins and the 4 comes home second, you'll get 44. So either smart sheets going to be way off, which just happens from time to time. All right, they're off and they're running. In race number 3, the 1-horse, Chelonian with the 5-horse, giving chase. Best sugar daddy ever. Right in that mix too, Mr. Terry. The 1-horse right now, Chelonian is on the lead, followed closely by the 5-horse. And then right behind that, you have Best Sugar Daddy Ever, and then the 7 in that mix. Amity Road, and then way back in the pack are the 4, and I guess the 2 Melt With You. They're way off the pace. 23.35 seconds. I don't know. Those 2 horses in the back probably got a pretty good chance to close in at 1 mile and 70 yards. They're not really putting much of an effort yet, though. The 1 horse is giving way to the 5. The 6 horse up on the outside. Told you, Terry. Best sugar daddy ever. He's moving in on the 5 horse at the moment. And then we have really no. I mean, the 4 horse is finally starting to get it in gear. It's running pretty. We got a lot of track to make up, though. He should have been a little bit closer if he thought he was going to run that kind of race. Although he's coming pretty aggressively, but I don't know that you're going to be able to run that wide and run down everybody. I think he will get into second place, though, at 14-1. Maybe not. The 2 horse might hold him off. So I made the right choice. Maybe. 6 is going to be your winner. I called it, Terry. Didn't I call it?
You did. And you said I should have used that as my best bet of the day.
Best sugar daddy ever was the, look at that, Terry, 5-1. He got moved down to 8-5 in our simulation. He was our top total pace horse. And you know what he did?
He won.
He won, yes. Best sugar daddy ever in race number 3. So there you go. So both of us still alive in the pick 4, but unfortunately, I don't know what that 3-6 is going to pay for a double. I actually paid $56. That's kind of hard to believe, Terry.
Wow.
That is pretty good, actually. No?
It is, especially with that 3 being such a short price, wasn't it?
Yeah. And the 6 horse, I ended up being the favorite too at 2-1.
Yeah. Yeah, the 3 only paid $3.80 to win, and the 6 is going to pay around $6, I guess.
Yeah. But could be because both of them were like longer odds in the morning line, which I feel like negatively influences people from time to time. Once again, if you haven't done so, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, follow us so you catch all of our content. I assure you, a lot more stuff is coming in 2026. They fooled you on the 1. This is why I don't pay attention. I try not to pay attention. The only odds I really pay attention to, Terry, and I think that you might agree with me on this, is the only odds I pay attention to are when the odds first hit the board, because that tells you the money that's track side, who they've bet on, because they're too busy to go to the window, so they make their bets before the races start.
Yeah.
And it gives you an idea who the people who are closest to the action behind the scenes think they like. At least that's what was explained to me once by a trainer. In any case, that wraps it up for Terrific Terry Tuesday. Hopefully it's a terrific Terry Tuesday for you, Terry. Perhaps you can share some great wisdom.
Well, if you're playing the horses this week, I hope you do very well. And anything you planned on this week, please go forward and make sure you get it accomplished. Give all your loved ones a kiss and a hug. You never know what's going to happen. And I'll see you tomorrow at Tampa Bay Downs.
Yes, indeed. No matter what you're doing for the rest of this Terrific Terry Tuesday, we certainly hope it is filled with God's favor, God's grace, God's blessings, and everything you do until we see you tomorrow at Tampa Bay for Hump Day with Hollywood Hay ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes. Make it a blessed Tuesday. We'll see you mañana.